Hey students, good morning, namaste. Coaching classes for you mathematics. Chapter is circles in the synopsis. 5 points are already we discussed. The sixth point. Sixth point is the condition that the circle touches the x-axis is g square is equal to c, and its equation, the equation of that circle which touches the x-axis with this condition is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus not c. C is a g square. Why we are getting this condition g square is equal to c means, you observe me. Already in the fifth and fourth points of synopsis, the intercept, x-intercept of any circle is 2 root g square minus c. This cuts the x-axis at 2 points. If the 2 points are coincides means then the circle will become as like this one. So here a is equal to b, then the length AB is equal to 0. That means 2 root g square minus c is equal to 0. 2 goes to that side, square root. So g square minus c is equal to 0. So g square is equal to c. Okay now? Like that we can get the condition g square is equal to c. Whereas the condition that the circle touches y-axis is f square is equal to c. Because the y-intercept of general circle is 2 root of f square minus, we know it in the fifth point. So there also that CD will coincide. Then only the circle touches the y-axis. So condition is f square is equal to c. And its equation is x square plus y square plus same 2gx plus same 2fy plus not c. C is f square. If c is equal to f square, then it is a circle touches x-axis. I mean y-axis. Okay, Nana? Suppose, for example, I will write. Here is example. You see, one example. X square plus y square plus 12x plus 8y. Here what is f? 2 into 4. If it is 16 is equal to 0, then no doubt this circle touches y-axis. Okay, that is the thing. Whereas for this one, it is x square plus y square plus 12x plus 8y plus, if it is 2gx, 2 into 6 into x plus 36 is equal to 0 means it touches the x-axis. That is the thing. Okay. Now we'll go to the next concept. That means the condition that the x-axis, the condition that touches y-axis and its equations are given. If the circle touches both the axes, here is the very good concept, that g square is equal to c and f square is also equal to c. That means g is equal to f is equal to root c. So its equation is x square plus y square, okay na, plus 2 root cx plus 2 root cy, because g and f are c. Actually it is plus or minus, because g square is c means it is root. Okay na? So we get plus or minus 2 root cx plus or minus 2 root cy plus c is equal to 0. Okay na? C is as it is. The g and f are interchange in terms of root c terms. Okay na? That is. And one more thing, it is a condition, but while we are solving the problem, the circle is touching the both the axis means you do like this one, like this only. It is, see, it is y-axis, x-axis. The circle touches x-axis as well as y-axis. So the radius is same, says CA, CB. Radius R. If you take the radius R, Then the center is r comma r. Okay, now? So center we know that r comma r and radius is r. So we may write the circle equation x minus r whole square plus y minus r whole square is equal to r square. Like this, you will take it. But here is somewhat a concept is there here also. A circle touches x and y axis, both axes. Means it is in Q1, maybe in Q2. Q2 means radius is same, but here it is, okay na? It is plus r. Here it is minus r. Then its equation is, this circle equation is x plus r whole square plus y minus r whole square is equal to r square. Okay, na? Like that. Suppose a circle is there like this, its center is minus r. The same radius is the same. Okay, na? Then the quadrant 3, it is x plus r whole square plus y plus r whole square is equal to r square. Okay, like that in the fourth quadrant, it is center is, it is r but minus r. The y coordinate is minus r. Here both are minus r. Here only minus r. X coordinate is negative, y coordinate is positive. Here both are negatives. Here one is x coordinate is positive, but y coordinate is minus. So here also it is x minus r whole square plus y plus r whole square is equal to r square. You can like this. The main thing this one. According to this concept, the problem, while we are solving the problem, this is the method we will discuss there only. Okay, now seventh point. We'll discuss about the seventh point. There. Seventh point. This is a very good concept. These are notations. These notations are very useful. You see, equation to circle is simply, they will say S is equal to 0. Okay, na? S is equal to 0. S is equal to 0 means S is a notation. S is identically equal to x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. It is a general form, you know it. For every time writing this equation is a lengthy one. So simply they use S is equal to 0. Okay, this is number 1. Number 2. Okay, na? You see, if I will write S1 is equal to 0 implies what is S1? S1 means, okay, na? X1 square, I mean just xx1 plus y1 plus g of x plus x1 plus f of y plus y1 plus c is equal to 0. S1, it is denoted by S1. That notation indicates this one. This is the equation to a tangent. How it is formed, we know it well, leave it out. S1 is equal to 0 is the equation of tangent. I will write equation of tangent at p x1 comma y1 to the circle S is equal to 0 is this one. Okay, Nana? is this one. Okay, na? This is S1. Okay, na? Or is S1 is equal to 0. I will write like this. Okay, na? S1 is equal to 0 means it is the equation to a tangent, that tangent at the point P, that P point is lying on the circle. This is the circle S is equal to 0. Suppose there is a point P, x1 comma y1. At this point tangent is, that is the tangent. Okay, na? At the point P, tangent is, its equation is S1 is equal to 0. Okay, na? Right. That is the second location. Third one. S11 identically equal, that implies x1 square plus y1 square plus 2g x1 plus 2f y1 plus c. It is not equal to 0. Remember it. It is a notation only. That means if P x1 y1 lies on circle S is equal to 0. Suppose circle equation, this is the circle equation. If P is a point on this circle, so it satisfies this equation for x, x1 square, x1 square is, for y, y1 square is, 2g x1 is there, 2f y1 plus c. So that is one condition, one notation. Okay, na? That is. And S12, suppose is there, it is x1 x2 y1 y2 plus g of x1 plus x2 plus f of y1 plus y2. Okay, na? This is the next one. Now 2 points, P x1 y1, Q x2 y2, like that. Okay, na? When we use this concept, I will tell in the examples. While we are solving the problems, we will discuss. The main thing is S is equal to 0, the equation to circle. S1 is the equation to the tangent at a point. If a point lies on the circle, here also lies on the circle, but we are taking the equation to tangent at the point. Of course, P point is lying on the circle. If only P point is lying on the circle, like this. The circle S is equal to 0. Suppose P is a point on the circle, not equation to tangent. P point is lying on the circle. Then S11. Okay, like that. Okay, na? Right. This is the notations only. Now we'll go to 8th one. Okay, na? Answer. 8th one. Length of tangent from P x1 comma y1 to the circle S is equal to 0. Length of tangent. It's a very good concept. Observe it. You see, it is a circle. There is a point P, it is x1 comma y1. From the point P, if you draw the tangent, it meets the point A. Of course, here also is there. It meets B. AB, PB, PA, PB, both are tangents, length of tangents. Suppose there is a center minus G comma minus F. Circle is same x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Is circle equation. Yeah. So the center is minus G comma minus F, we know it well. and radius is r. R means, you know it, root of g square plus f square minus. Suppose if you join the point from where the tangents drawn at the center of the circle. We join P and C. P is the point from where the tangents should be drawn. C is the center. We know the tangent is always perpendicular to the radius. That concept is there. Okay, Nana? So, from that concept, we can understand that just observe it, in triangle PAC, it is a right angle triangle. PC square is equal to PA square plus AC square. We need to find PA only. That implies PA square. This is Pythagoras theorem. PA square is equal to PC square minus AC square. PC square is the distance between P and C. So x1 minus of minus plus g whole square, y1 plus f whole square minus AC square is r square. It is x1 square plus g square plus 2g x1. Okay, no? And it is y1 square plus f square plus 2fy minus r square is root. Square means root cancels. It is g square plus f square minus c. Okay, na? G square f square cancels. So we get x1 square plus y1 square plus 2g x1 plus 2f y1 minus minus plus c is there. Okay, na? So PA square is this one. This is nothing but by the notation, it is S11. Yeah. So that implies PA is equal to root S1. Okay, Nana? So here we can understand the length of tangent. First of all, the concept of length of tangent means we draw a tangent from a point to the which is outside the circle. A tangent be drawn touches at a point here. That P to A is length of tangent. That length of tangent is nothing but root S1. So it is root S11. What is the notation S11 means? The point is lying on the circle. If it lies on the circle, what we substitute and we will satisfy that equation. So that is root S1. Okay, Nana? That is a concept, very good concept, the length of tangent. Yeah. Next. These proofs are not needed, but how it is formed, just to have a glance. Okay, Nana? Yeah. Here, one more concept is there. Angle between tangents. Okay, now? Tangents. Here the tangents is there. Say it is alpha by 2, it is alpha by 2. So, total is alpha. You see, the two tangents are equal. By mensuration, only two tangents can be drawn from an external point to a circle. That is one thing. And those equations, those lengths of tangents are same. Same length. PA and PB are same. And this PC is, line joining PC is angle bisector between the angle of two tangents. Okay, now that is the mensuration is there. That is why alpha by 2, alpha by 2 I am taking. So in a triangle PAC, tan alpha by 2 is equal to, tan alpha by 2 is opposite side, AC by adjacent side, not hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is PC because it is opposite to 90 degrees. That is hypotenuse. AC by PA. What is AC or what is PA is root S1. This is tan alpha by 2. So, clear? So that implies alpha by 2 is equal to tan inverse R by root S11. Then we can get the angle directly. What is the angle? Alpha is equal to 2 goes to there. 2 tan inverse of R by root S11. Okay, Nana? So that is the concept. Finding the angle between. This is the total alpha. Alpha. So alpha is 2 tan inverse of the radius by the length of tangent. From where we draw the tangents. That is the concept. The very good concept. Now, see, suppose we join AB. AB is joined. Okay, now? Then, can you find the area of triangle APB? Where P is a given point which is external to the circle. And P and A and B are the point of contact of the tangents. So, area is also a very good concept in this 9th only. Area of triangle PAB. The area of triangle PAB. Okay, na? Is a formula is there in the trigonometry. It is A, B, C, small a, small b, small c, na? And the angle is at vertex A, and it is B, and it is C. It's a delta. Delta means the area of triangle is 1 by 2 AB. If you take the connected angle is sin C. Okay, na? That concept is there. Or otherwise, it is 1 by 2 AC. If you take, it is a B, sin only, sin B. Or otherwise, it is BC sin A. If you take BC sides, it is A. That is a connected angle, or it is internal angle. Okay, na? So for the side B and C, it is a formed angle. So using that formula here, you are observing. What is the alpha? You know it. Okay, na? So the area of triangle ABB is equal to, it is 1 by 2. Two sides. PA into PB. Yes, okay, na? PA into PB. It is sin alpha, na? You like it? Okay, na? Sin of angle PAB like this. Two sides. It is a connected angle alpha. Okay, na? So sin alpha. So just 1 minute. It is 1 by 2. It is root S11. Again root S11. It's AP. I mean PA PB. And sin alpha. Sin alpha means we know here tan alpha by 2 is there. You see, sin alpha is equal to 2 tan alpha by 2 by 1 plus tan square alpha by 2. A formula is there in the trigonometry. It is 2 tan alpha by 2 is R by root S11 by 1 plus it is tan square alpha by 2 means R square by S11. So 2R by S11 with root by S11 R square by S11. Okay, na? It is 2R by simplification. Root S11 is there by S11 plus R square is there. Okay, na? This is sin alpha. It's a very good concept. Sin alpha will be obtained like this. Okay, na? So here we will substitute. Here it is 2R root S1 by it is S11 plus R square with root is there. Okay, na? I will write here clear. 2 and this 2 cancels. Root S11, root S11, root S1. It is R root S11 whole cube by this root of, I think this root is not there. No, in the wrote that one. So, okay, na? Here also root is not there. Okay. So, it is S11 plus R square. It's a very good concept. This is a area of a triangle formed by the point and the point of contact of tangents drawn from that point. R root S11 cube. The cube is there. Okay, na? It is a root S11 whole cube. The radius R. Okay, na? By S11 plus it is a R square. You may getting some doubt here only. 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta. Sine 2 theta value. Sine 2 theta is 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta. That is from that one we derive this one, this formula. Yes, okay na? Like that one. Very good concept. Okay na? Right.